I ran across a picture of my grown son's 7-year-old baseball team the other day, and it brought a smile to my face. There were two rows of kids beaming from ear to ear in their brand new uniforms that were in various stages of disarray. And then there I was on the back row, thinner, younger, a little more hair under my hat, but naive. This was my first attempt at coaching. I'd played lots of years of baseball, but I'd never coached a team. Much less one with 7-year-old boys with lots of energy, one of which was my son. But I was thinking, how can we come up with a way to judge our success beyond the scoreboard? A way to be able to judge if we've been successful not only in a game, but also successful in practice. I decided to keep these simple because these were 7-year-old boys, and also to keep it to three because you can remember threes a lot easier. Now, don't get me wrong, we were going to try to win every single game, but we wanted a way to be able to judge our success in areas and ways that we could control every single time. The three rules were: number one, hustle; number two, respect others; and number three, have fun. Now, everybody at face value can agree those are three great goals and we should aspire to them. The problem is, as you go through the season and life, you tend to overweight one over the other at times. So this was a way to think about how to keep some balance in how we were approaching the season. Never did I imagine that not only would this impact the season so strongly, but also me at work and in life. So, number one, hustle. Timmy was on our team. This was his first year to play baseball. Timmy was shorter than the rest of the kids, a little chunky, a little slower, and a little bit insecure because this is his first time to be playing. But he came to practice early. He stayed late. He left it on the field every practice and every game, and even practiced a lot at home with his dad. By the end of the season, Timmy was not the best player on our team, but he by far was the most improved. His blue-collar work ethic was infectious. It raised the level of play of every kid on the field, sometimes even the opponents as well. He made everybody better by his effort. Now, I got to thinking, why is this so appealing to see someone with relatively average ability achieve some success by their tenacity and their work ethic? Hustle, I believe, is the great equalizer. And I think it gives all of us hope, who are not the best athletes on the field, that we can aspire to more as well. Those that can't rely on their family name or their level of education or even their financial status in life can look at hustling as a way to be able to choose your effort. It's something that is not necessarily dependent on your ability, as I said, but it's something that you have a choice in. And when you commit yourself to putting in the extra effort, you'll see results. Abraham Lincoln once had the quote, "Good things do come to those who wait, but only the things left over by those who hustled." Now, Abe was basically telling us, waiting and being patient has its value, but if you're not aggressive and get in there and work hard, you're going to be dealing with the leftovers on those that got there ahead of you. So what does hustle look like in a career? I think the first component is preparation. Read good books, especially biographies on those that achieve some success in their life and have inspiring stories. Find a mentor, somebody that you respect and look up to be able to spend some time with and ask questions. Consider showing up to early and staying late at work. And when you do show up, be fully rested and have some ideas on what you're going to be doing that day. You may even want to plan your next day before you leave the day before. But showing up and just saying, "I'm here," is not enough, especially if you've been out late the night before. Set long-term goals. These will help you stay focused over the long term and encourage you whenever you're a little down or things are getting a little mundane or you're trying to find some meaning and purpose in what you're doing. If you've got some long-term goals that you set in a more rational moment, that will be very helpful. You can also set yourself apart by deciding, I'm going to do a little bit more than expected. If you become the go-to person on your team, that can really set yourself apart. But a word of warning there, be careful about having some healthy boundaries, because those that are lazy or have no problem letting other people do their jobs for them might tend to take advantage of the eager go-getter on the team. So you need to have some boundaries set up there too as well. Look for opportunities to meet unmet needs. Some people don't even look around and see those opportunities. And if you can see a need and meet it, that can really make yourself stand out and have more success as a team as well, because you've identified that. Larger organizations a lot of times inhibit this by lots of red tape. So you may want to appropriately test the water if you have a new idea to meet a new need or an unmet need. Then present that to your boss as not only just an idea, but the success that you've had trying it out. He or she will be much more willing to take it to their superiors to get them to sign off if there's some success to go with that idea or initiative. Lastly, my encouragement to you is to get moving. You know, you can't steer a boat unless it's being propelled. You need to be moving for there to be an opportunity to be able to make some decisions in life. Also, try not to get into the ready, aim syndrome. You can figure things out as you go. You don't have to have everything planned to the nth degree in order to be able to figure out what's next. Hustle seems like an overly simplistic admonition, but keeping it simple proved helpful with young boys. I found that it's been helpful keeping it simple with older ones as well. By the way, Timmy, now known as Tim, used that hustle to be able to get through college, and now he's a commercial airline pilot and having lots of success in life too. All right, stay tuned for part 2, which is going to be on respect others, coming up next.